Okay, here we go. We are doing 3-point perspective, and you're going to use the long part of your paper. Of course, I have a different binding on this sketchbook I have at home. 3-point perspective, one building. You can always do another one. And windows, doors, and windows, doors. Okay, and this is all part 2. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a horizon line. Do it about at 1/3 of a page. Okay, maybe a little more than 1/3 of the page. I don't know. 3-point perspective is always weird and wonky. Okay, we're going to have perspective points at either end. This is 1. We'll call this 2. And then you're going to have one. Let's try to go way up the middle. I'm going to guesstimate that this is about the middle. And this is point 3. Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm going to do my sidewalk first. And I'm going to try to center it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but this is just for the demonstration and practice for 3-point. Okay, so just like with 2-point, I could do a sidewalk here. Let's do a sidewalk. Sidewalk, going off the page. Okay, when you're doing 3-point perspective, it's the only reason that this is going to be a straight line is because I'm going to start my first building right here in the middle, all right? And I'm not going to bring it all the way down. I always start away from my sidewalk. But I'm going to have this be a pretty tall building, okay? That is the only vertical line you're going to have. All our other vertical lines are going to be going up to this 3rd point, okay? So let's make this side first. And so you're gonna, the top of your building's gonna come down to point 2 here, vanishing point. And I'm gonna make it very thin at the top. Okay, pretend this is a giant high rise. All right, now your line for here is going to come from the 3rd point. So I'm gonna come down. Again, I'm not gonna go right to the sidewalk line. Then I'm going to use this point to, I'm moving my book, sorry you guys. Okay, here we go. I'm going to close off wherever that building ended. And if you have to extend it a little, great, do so. Okay, there's one side of the building. Let's do the other side of the building. Again, it's going to come down to point 1, vanishing point 1. Just like if we were doing 2-point perspective, except now instead of going straight up and down like 2-point perspective, we need to go from the 3rd point. And I have a lump in my sketchbook. So let's fake it. And again, I don't like to go all the way to the sidewalk line. I'm going to end this building. I'm going to start with this corner right here and go up to where I think that ends. There we go. Okay, there is 3-point perspective, 1 building. And I've got my eraser because guess what? Now there's a building in front of the horizon line. So, well, and this is a really good pencil. It doesn't want to come off. So again, when you're doing your final project, make sure to draw your horizon line very lightly so that you could easily erase it. Okay, and if I wanted to do a second building, again, I like to extend this line. So give a little space in between the buildings. Come here. Pardon me. Remember, your vertical lines are now going up to the 3rd point. Now you know why I'm homesick. And this building will be that tall. You have to take the roof of it this direction. Uh-oh, I'm going to start coughing and not be able to stop. I apologize, you guys. This is going to have to come here from the third point. Okay, so get rid of this little bit. And don't forget the bottom little piece right here goes to this point. And this little top piece needs this third point, or it's the first point too. Okay, and again, you could get rid of this horizon line. You could play around with windows. Again, I like to do that quick and easy way that I showed you on the 2-point video. Just gonna go like this, skip little bits. I'll kind of get longer as they come down to the bottom. And then I'm going to go on this side. On the other side of the building, you'd go to point 1, but on this side of the building, we're going to go to point 2. And I'm going to go down and do all of these. Whoops. I was a little off for this one. Maybe I'll do that again. Whoop. Okay, and go from this 3-point line to kind of close them all off. Oops. That was the one that I didn't quite get, right? Okay, easy way to do a bunch of windows. And then if we want to give the illusion that they're indented, come over here to this point and do this little corner piece. Up here, if it's above the horizon line, you can see this top little one right here. You can't see the bottom one on any of these others. The building's above the horizon line. Whoop, that one was a little long. Hopefully this picture's in the camera view, since I can't tell. I won't know till I watch it. Okay, go up to 3-point, and I'm going to make that little indentation line for each of these. Just giving the illusion that this window indents, which really, I think, gives your art some more pizzazz. I didn't do a very good job. My pencil's not as sharp as it was. Let's see if I can do this better. That's a little better. I just got way too close to it. Okay, and then I can do this line, and I can do this one, And then all the rest, because they're above the horizon line, are going to come from here. Now, at school, in one of my sketchbooks, I have a bunch of examples of things that I did, like awnings and a bus stop and slider balconies, like apartment buildings. So when you're doing your final draft, you are going to have some extra details like street lights and that kind of thing. And of course, you're going to play with doors, but I'm going to call this good. Just make sure that you're going, any vertical lines go to your third point, okay?